Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Kicking into September. You gotta love it. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. To try to change them to fit what you want them to be is like trying to change a dog into a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 22, NASDAQ down 96, S&P's off 10. Big divergence out here, folks. If we go over and take a look at the Dow Industrials first, what you're going to see is this. Dow Industrials yesterday had rejected lower price. Bottom line, that's what this is all about today. You get a bounce out here. If we take a look at the volume characteristic, now it held price. Volume out here, 836 million. So that sets up that the Dow Industrials did have an expansion of volume. That is set up that the Dow Industrials does want to go after the highs that were generated out here last week at the 26,167. Now, that being said, bottom line is that is not the high. The high in the Dow Industrials is the 26,616. So that's approximately 450 bucks over where we are trading right now. NASDAQ, different animal. If we go take a look at the NASDAQ, what you have with the NASDAQ is this. The composite, that baby went south. You had volume out here of big number. Okay, so you get confirmation out here. We want lower price. Volume of 2.5 billion versus 2.2. We take a look at the composite. What you have with the composite, that came down hard. You're down 96 bucks. You are not in the lower range yet. The lower range in the composite starts at the 79.23 number. Right now, we're at 79.95. If we do look at the NDX 100, we take a look at the NDX, you'll see the expansion of volume out there, down $2.40, 41 million shares traded. That's after reaching a high with 29 million shares last week. For the composite, for the NDX 100, to get back in the lower range, it needs to be down about another $1. Right now, you're down $2.40. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness out here, you had JD.com down 10.5%. You had Workday down 9.25%. Netflix was off 6%. Micron Tech was off 4.6%. So you had big numbers inside that NDX. There was a lot of selling inside that NDX. A lot of the stocks that you are familiar with, you had Facebook and Twitter up at the Capitol. Facebook was down to $3.95, expansion of volume. Twitter traded down to 211. That also had an expansion of volume. That had a very large expansion of volume. Twitter had 35 million shares traded. That's going after a high volume swing low. Notes and bonds, bottom line, continue to want higher price. This is going to be wild watching this shake out the next couple of days. So what we have is this. If we take a look at the 10-year note, what you're going to see, flat market out here today. It rejected lower price. It got down to 119.26. It said, see ya, don't want to be ya, at that level. Got back inside the range again, meaning closing out at the 119.31. Anything inside 119.30 is saying it wants higher price once again. And if we take a look at this 10-year yield, we're at 2.899. So the lows for the last 3 months is 2.8. The high is 3. That's the last 3 months. If we take a look at this for the year, what you're going to see is that the low is 2%, and the high is 3.1 on a six-month basis. I think it's 311. Yeah, it is. The low is 2.7. The high is 311. King dollar gave it up. Bottom line is that I expect what you're going to see out here. King dollar is going to want to continue lower. You have the sellers that are in King dollar out here today. We came down with 24,000 contracts. You get a confirmed ABC structure on the way down. And we'll see if we get follow through. You know, this is the first time that King dollar has done an ABC structure on the way down in years, folks. Because you got to remember something, that King dollar was, bottom line, made that low at 88, came off that low, Didn't necessarily do ABC structures on the way up. We're strong on the way up. But this is the first time that we had something like that. And of course, what that is that it very well could be a change of trend. We'll find out if that's what the case is. Some of the higher volume equities out here today, you had quite a few of them. The selling inside the S&P as well as the NDX 100 was substantial. GE was down 11 cents. You had Micron Tech, that was down 232. Apple was off $1.40. Microsoft was down 322. So Microsoft itself, that is a large weighting structure, because you got to remember something, that the NDX 100 is a modified weighting structure. So what you have here is that Microsoft came off the highs also with volume, big volume. This is interesting. So Microsoft had hit a high last week with 23 million. You're down with 32. That's a big number. That's a big number. There was selling out here today. Some of the other higher volume equities out here, we had Telray. The pot stocks, they went to the moon out here. Telray was up $12.85, trading $89. That is a monster short squeeze also. Telray has, I believe, a 17% short position in it. That equity had gone public July 18th at $17. You could have bought it all day long at $20, and it's $89. Don't buy that thing right now. I'm telling you, man. It's numbers-wise, don't make any sense whatsoever. Bottom line, it is what it is. You had Sirius Satellite was down 15 cents. Square was down $4, trading at $87. We take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here. This is what you have inside the Dow Industrials. We had Honeywell was up $2.15. You had Johnson & Johnson up $2.14. Big Mac was up $1.57. 3M was up $3.23. Now, just look at this. Those are big numbers, folks. And the thing that's intriguing is that the Dow is only up 20 points, because this is what you did have inside the Dow: strength versus the weakness. Your strength out here, which did overtake the weakness, was 3M, Caterpillar, Johnson & Johnson, and Big Mac. That being said, taken away from it on the way down, you get big names out here. Visa put 34 negative points, Microsoft 21, Apple 10, American Express 9. If you go over to American Express, you're going to be, tonight, what's going to happen, you had the AXP, I believe it was the FBI is coming on the American Express. Is the FBI? Yeah, the FBI. The FBI is coming on American Express to probe their Forex pricing. These banks, man, they just don't stop. Part of the overhead. Stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with our man, Mr. Jim Prince. The recap, we had the Dow Industrials up 22, NASDAQ down 96, S&P's off 10. Come right back.